Pork chops in an oven or cast iron pan are fantastic, but when you brine them, then grill them outside and brush a spicy pineapple glaze on them, they become something really special. I love a good pork chop, but what I really love is when the fatty edges get kind of burnt up and charred and the fat melts. Great. We're gonna make this spicy pineapple glaze that's gonna go over the top of them. They're gonna be great. I got nice big thick ones. No bad here at all. We start though by brining them because even a short brine for an hour or an hour and a half will benefit the end product. And in this case, it's pork. Could be chicken too. Chicken really benefits from that. So let's get the brine happening, because then a couple hours and then we can cook. It's a small pot on the heat with 2 cups of water in it. To that, we're gonna add 1/4 cup of kosher salt, 4 tablespoons, in case you didn't know. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, and a dozen or so black peppercorns. We just want the salt and the brown sugar to dissolve in this, so we can give it a little whisk. Look at the whisk I got, boys. What do you think?
Very cool.
Ready?
Nice.
Somebody sent me this years ago. I'm sorry, I can't remember who. But I love it. So you don't need to boil this. You just want the sugar and salt to melt. And as soon as it does, now you can see not quite there yet. Almost. Good enough. Kill the heat, and you're gonna add about 2.5 cups of ice. That's just gonna help it cool down much faster, because you don't wanna put a hot brine onto the uncooked pork because it'll start it cooking and that's not right. And when that's cooled down like that, now we can get our pork. Here's what we're dealing with. Stand by. Stand by. Look at that. These are like 3/4 pound Duroc pork chops. Duroc pork is a heritage breed. If you can find it, life is only going to be more delicious for you. In the meantime, we'll get these in the brine. So you got yourself a container like that. Pork chops go in like that and like that. We come back with our brine like this. Your goal is to just cover. Perfect. Grab my lid. On we go. Into the fridge. An hour, 2 hours. Overnight would be fantastic. We're gonna give it, though, I don't know, a couple hours. In the meantime, we'll make our glaze. All right, that is a half a stick of butter on its way to being melted. We'll add 1/3 cup brown sugar and 3 tablespoons of Cointreau, which is an orange liqueur. 1, 2, 3. Very nice. This we will mix. Wow. If you stopped here, you'd be really effing happy. But don't stop here, because now we're gonna add about 5 ounces of crushed pineapple. Very nice. Little mix, tablespoon of garlic paste, little mix. Oh my God, this is gonna be fantastic. All right, 3 more things. A tablespoon of chipotle chili powder, a couple tablespoons of rice vinegar, 1, 2, and a good hit of our BFF, which if you don't know is kosher salt, coarse ground black pepper, and a granulated garlic, and we mix. We want this to come to a little boil. It'll take a second. Wait for it. This frickin' pot is too small for this burner. I hate it. Glorious, glorious. And when it does, turn it down a bit. Leave it to simmer about 4 or 5 minutes. It'll reduce, start to thicken. It'll get even better. This is what we've got. I love it. So here's the thing. If you like it thicker, and I do, you could either wait for it to reduce, but then you're gonna lose more of it, or you can mix a little cornstarch with some water and then stir a little bit of it in while it's bubbling. And as they say, that will tighten the whole thing up. There we go. Now I'm happy, really happy. All right, set this off to the side, and we'll be back when the pork chops are finished brining. And here we are. Out of the brine,
into the fire?
Out of the brine and into the fire. Making sure that they're nicely dried off because, oh, peppercorn. Because a wet chop is not gonna cook very nicely. See this beautiful fat here? Oh God.
No moist chops?
No moist chops for this household. So we give it just a hit of oil and then some of our BFF. We have a lot of flavor coming in the form of that glaze that we made. So at this point, we're just salt and peppering. Same on this side. And sometimes, if I'm feeling a little playful, I like to not just season the fat, but just give it a little couple cuts to keep it from like curling up. Boys, they look pretty, all right? Let's make them prettier. We're ready to cook. Just need to oil the grates a bit. If these are stainless grates, you could use the nonstick spray, but cast iron, you don't want to do that. It'll junk them up. So rub them with oil and you're good. And when you are good, on we go. That hits with some authority, doesn't it? So I'm going to employ my standard everyday grilling technique of turning fairly often. The sauce I have over here to this other side on low heat, I will not start basting until each side is nicely charred up. Because the sauce is sweet, if I start adding it too early, the chops will burn, it'll make flame, it'll be bad. We don't want that. Just take your time. And either side of my chops is off, so if they start to heat too much, I can move to an indirect option. And don't forget, the fat is gonna start to melt, drip, flare a bit. It's all good. I like having an indirect option. It's like a safety zone. It's not because I'm scared, Max, it's because I'm smart. So this has been, what?
It's okay if you're scared, you know that,
Couple
right?
minutes.
You don't have to hide it.
Let's give them a 45 on the same side. That might have been more like a 48. It'll be fine. So we'll go a couple minutes, the 45, another couple minutes, then flip them. I feel bad saying this about the pork chops, but right now this is your ugly side, guys. The other one's gonna get real purty. Right, flip time. Told ya they'd be purty. Told ya. I'm gonna wait to put sauce on until I flip them back. All right, we've given these guys their 45-degree turn. Now we'll brush and flip. Oh, I love hearing that glaze hit the grill. And we flip. And now we can do the top. Beautiful. Status quo, ladies and gentlemen. Just keep them going till they hit about 141 or 2. Right, so I want to try and render some of this fat by cooking it like this, but I don't think it's going to stand up. So maybe if I can get them both in sync. No, maybe I can rest them against there. Yeah. Well, but I want them standing up. That's the problem. Oh, but that, see, hold on. Very nice. Ah, it's hot. Shit, yes. I'll just keep saucing and turning and saucing and turning. We're getting close. If we check the temperature, I'm living at 122 and 123. Perfect. I like it when things work out. So another 17 degrees, but turn often. Turn based, turn based, turn based. And we're there. 139 in one, 140 in the other. Off they come. Let me cover these beautiful guys up with a little foil. Let them sit for 10, and we're there. Well, here we are. And just before I pull this off, just not a commercial, I'm just saying that this particular brand of foil has a regular side and a non-stick side, which isn't hugely important for this, but if you ever made a lasagna and you start the lasagna in the oven and you have foil on top and you go to take it off to let it cook without foil and you pull all the cheese off, that's a hassle. All right, well, these guys are freaking beautiful. So let's see what we can do. Bone comes here like this. Jeez Louise. The other white meat is freaking beautiful, man. Look at this.
Juicy as fuck.
Do you see that? Can you see that juiciness? It is juicy AF. Oh my God. Dripping, dripping, dripping. All right, let's get this big boy. Look at this. Watch the drip. Look at, come on now, son. We gotta have this bite. Wait for it. It's gonna drip. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on, we gotta end this. There we go. Thank you. I want a little bit extra of this. We brined it, they're juicy. We cooked it properly, flipping a lot, having it cook even. And then this business, the back of throat heat from the chipotle chili powder is fantastic. Pineapple is just like a hint. It's not like you're eating pineapple salsa. It's just sweet and spicy and so damn good. And these little bits of outside fat are tremendous. So what do? You subscribe, you like, you tell us what you'd like to see us make. And don't forget, every video this year, we're giving away Sam the Cooking Guy knife. And all you have to do to get one is what, Max?
Be a subscriber.
Be a subscriber, that's it.
Commenting helps.
Commenting helps. Say nice stuff about Max, probably really helps. All right. Check the recipe below and make it. Pork. Yeah, it is the other white meat. Might be better.